San Diego State, one mid-major to another. They just beat Arizona State in Tempe, 80-68 last night. They pulled away in the second half, and I mean, San Diego State now 5-0. We're having the same exact conversation we're having last season. Can they go undefeated? It's looking like they very well can. So, Joe, I have a question for you. Do you think the Aztecs are legit once again? And then what is their ceiling for this year?
Their ceiling this year is going to be going to start out small and say fully undefeated. Okay. Yep. They are the best. They have the best chance. I have calculated this. And if you are a betting kind of person, put money down on San Diego State. Okay. They are in one of the easiest basketball conferences a team like them can be in. Okay. That's no disrespect to like Boise State and Utah State. But they're in this position last year. Sadly, didn't make it. Undefeated. What, they lose one game, right?
They lost. I think they lost one in the regular season, and then they lost the conference tournament championship to Utah State. Which, by the way, also another factor that I'll get into later is their conference isn't as strong as it was last year.
Yeah. No. What were you going to say? Utah State lost one of their best players.
Yeah, Sam Merrill. I mean, they lost an NBA player.
Yeah, I did the math. And I mean, right now, as of now, Utah State, San Diego State, has a 1% chance of being undefeated, according to ESPN. ESPN's odds. Now, that might not seem like a lot because it's not. But you got to think they have roughly 20 games left.
Yeah. Ish.
Give or take, yeah. It's going to be a small number, but it's going to keep increasing as they keep winning. So just for you people questioning my math, aka the guy looking blankly at the screen.
I'm not questioning your math.
You right there.
I'm just listening.
This guy, what is it? Sam Gold 1?
Yeah, follow me on Instagram. Follow me on Instagram.
What? Yeah. Yeah, but 1% chance, best chance any team has right now to stay undefeated. And I'm only counting, teams that are actually, that could make some money on television. I'm not going to go to like the freaking depths of the undefeated team so far. I don't care about those guys.
You just care about the raw scheduling, and I'm with you.
Yeah.
For me, I don't think this San Diego State team is a national title contender. I'm not gonna get that crazy. Last year, people considered them a legitimate one. This year, I think their ceiling, yes, they could go undefeated. They could get a pretty high seed in the tournament. I think it would be a Wichita State situation from 2014 where you have an undefeated record based on your schedule, but then you run into a Power 5 team in the tournament and just have a tough time with them. But here's the thing about San Diego State. It's not like they have a dearth of athleticism on their roster. No, this is an incredibly athletic team. Jordan Shackle's legit. Like, he wasn't the star last year, and San Diego State lost their best player in Malachi Flynn. But Shackle's really picked up the pace. He's shot 41% from three this year. He's been good. Nathan Mensah has been a double-double machine. And then also Matt Mitchell. Didn't have the best game last night, but has been a very important piece to San Diego State over the last couple of years. And I think that's going to carry them. Also, you have to factor in it's an experienced team. When they go up against young teams like Arizona State or in their conference who is relying more on freshmen, sophomores, they're going to bully them. And so for me, the biggest thing on San Diego State is, yes, I think they can go undefeated. They are legit. Like the media is giving them a lot of hype right now, and it is warranted because they're a good basketball team. It was my mistake not putting them in my top 25. Maybe I put them 25th. They're going to be higher next week. I can guarantee you they'll be in the 20, like 18 to 20-ish range. Come Monday.
Whoa. Slow your roll, man.
Yeah, but
slow down, buckaroo.
They aren't a title contender for me. I can't go that far yet. It's a well-built team. And it's an athletic team, a talented team. But look, you're gonna run into somebody like, I don't want to say Villanova, but Iowa, or like if you ran into, say, like Baylor, Illinois. I think a lot of those teams would have an easier time against San Diego State than Arizona State did.
Yeah. Where would you have them like losing in the tournament? Because it seems like you have them in the tournament already.
Oh, their
Yeah,
ceiling
yeah,
for
yeah.
me, they could be an Elite Eight team. I'm not even joking. Like I think that,
Oh,
Elite Eight is a fair estimate the way they've been playing. Would I bank on that now? Maybe not. I mean, look, the ranked teams they've beaten are UCLA and ASU, both solid teams, but not elite top 10 teams. Um,
sure.
and ASU's young. They have a high ceiling, but they're still young. So I'd say probably they could be an Elite Eight team. I'd say the most likely estimate is maybe they go to the Sweet 16. I think they'll pull an upset somewhere on someone who just isn't
Mhm.
expecting it and hasn't seen a lot of film. But I don't think they're going to be a Final Four championship team. I could be proven wrong. It's a good coach in Brian Dutcher. It's an experienced team. I mean I've been over it, but yeah, I'll say Sweet 16 Elite Eight.
Yeah, I was gonna say Sweet 16, but yeah,
And then
copycat.
yeah, fair. Copying me. Flip side. A flip side here. Arizona State now. They
Yep.
dropped to 3-2. And there's no question that they're talented. They bring in Josh Christopher, arguably the best scoring freshman in the nation. And you have Remy Martin, Alonzo Verge back. The front court, there's still some questions about. But their losses are to two ranked opponents, one of which is on a neutral court against Villanova, another of which is at home against San Diego State. But how concerned are you, Joe, about Arizona State? If you're Bobby Hurley, how concerned are you, say, about the Pac-12 prospects, for one? Because the Pac-12 is a fully open conference, and Arizona State was expected to contend. I think they were picked second in the preseason poll. How concerned are you about that? And also, do you think the ceiling is maybe a bit lower than we capped it at? A lot of people said Final Four at the beginning of the season.
For Arizona State.
Yeah, because just the youth. Like, I mean, they bring in Christopher and they have a young front court and two really talented Pac-12 guards. I mean, some
I
people are
mean,
saying
I get that, but no, I'm honestly gonna put them like in the second round. I mean, I think they'd get upset, honestly, um, or upset another team. Uh, I do think their schedule might has a few difficult, opponents. Some of them are going to be, they should be, good wins for them, but like, yeah, I really just Final Four was just
it was a little high. It was a
seriously,
little
yeah, no, it was too high. I mean, I get it, but they are, young, and I mean, I'm just not a guy for, just I don't go for the whole youth thing.
I think that right now, I'm not super concerned if I'm Bobby Hurley.
Mm-hmm.
Not sitting here and saying, "Oh my God, we lost to Villanova on a neutral court and a San Diego State team that's better than most people think at home. Wow, we're in like crisis mode." No, if you lose on the road to Grand Canyon, yeah, I'm pressing the panic button. Grand Canyon is a trap game. I'm not saying they're gonna lose. I think they'll win. But I mean, you look at the BPI projections, it's like 30 something percent for Grand Canyon. Grand Canyon's improved a lot over the past couple of years. It's at Grand Canyon, a place that has been difficult for teams to play. Granted, you won't have the fan presence that you normally have. But yeah, if you lose that game, I'm concerned. I think this Arizona State team isn't going to win the Pac 12, but it could. It's young. It's Josh Christopher still trying to figure out how to gel with the rest of his teammates. His numbers are decent, but also they haven't had a game where all three of those guards have gone off. There's still questions in the front court. Marcus Bagley's been in and out of the starting lineup. I'm thinking that right now, if I were putting my money on it, I wouldn't think Arizona State would gel enough to win those tough Pac-12 road games and not get surprised by, say, a Washington on the road or lose to Oregon in a close one, or like even like Colorado on the road is going to be really difficult with McKinley right back. So I think that it's a top 4 Pac-12 team, no question. I think that their ceiling may be Sweet 16, but I think this is one of those teams that's incredibly talented that never fully clicks. And Arizona State has had quite a few of those over the past couple of years.